I just thought that was really cool when I got that notification yesterday. I thought that was...
It was great.
Yeah, it's something, and especially he's that franchise player. Obviously, he's expected to do that, and now he's taking less money so that they can sign younger guys and that he can help develop as well.
Yeah, so. I loved it. I loved what Dallas and Dirk did. I thought that was great. So let's go back to hockey. The Coyotes hired Rick Tocchet to be their head coach. Before that, he was an assistant coach for the Penguins. Eleanor, you know him well. What do you think of the hire?
I think it's a great hire. I love Rick Tocchet. He was great with the Penguins as an assistant coach. The players listened to him, which I think is a big thing. And I think it was the right move for the Coyotes.
Rick Tocchet was a very good player for the Penguins. Won a Stanley Cup with them.
Yep.
Good player, 6 feet tall, small guy, and would fight, too.
Yeah.
He was a grindy-ass player. But here's the thing that concerns me about this hire. I feel like there were better options available because Rick Tocchet was head coach of the Lightning and did not do well. I mean, he just did horribly for that Lightning team, and I'm just really confused with the direction the Coyotes are going. I really am, because they also signed Mark Pysyk to a 3-year extension. I mean, that was off the wall.
I mean, I didn't hate the signing because he's a young defenseman. He has a lot of potential, but I mean,
they're paying him now. They're paying him now on something that they might get in the future. Mm-hmm. Keyword might. That sometimes works, but it sometimes blows up in the team's face.
Yes.
I would think that's good motivation for that amount of money.
No, it's just I got my checks. I'm going to retire. Yeah, I'm going to retire to the lush beaches of Arizona.
The lush beaches. Wow.
Exactly. I had been to Arizona.
What a great verb.
Lush?
Yeah, luscious.
Thank you. So
it's a dry heat.
The Stars signed Alexander Radulov to a 5-year deal worth $31.25 million. Last year, he had 54 points in 76 games for the Canadiens. Eleanor, what are your thoughts on the deal?
I think it's okay. I think it's a lot of money. He's never really impressed me. I think he's good. I don't think he's great. I know he wanted a lot of money. He threatened to go back to the KHL, so...
He's a mercenary.
Yeah.
That's all Radulov is. He's a mercenary.
I also think they paid him based on what he did in the playoffs, not during the regular season.
Yeah, exactly. He had a very good playoff run, but whenever a team in the KHL offers him more money, he's jolting.
I do think he'll fit in well with the Stars, though.
Yes,
with
he
Jamie
will.
Benn, with Tyler Seguin.
I like what the Stars are doing.
Me too. Me too.
Stars are kind of scary.
They're a good team.
Watch out.
They are a good team. You know who else is a mercenary, Dominic? Darrell Revis. You like how I always bring it back to football for you?
Yeah.
Like how I always bring it back to those people who just killed the Jets?
Yep.
I just like making Dominic upset.
Yeah.
I'm going to miss
that's
that.
not very nice of you.
Who said I was nice? Wait a minute. Whoever said I was nice?
That's a good point, too.
That is true. No one has ever said that.
That is 100% true.
Everybody hates you.
Yes, they do. I'm going to die alone and unloved.
With 4 cats?
Oh, I'm gonna jump out of the plane tonight.
Oh my God!
No parachute.
Come on!
No parachute. I'm just gonna end up crashing into the Atlantic Ocean.
At least make it to Paris.
No. Yeah, I'll end up impaling myself on the Eiffel Tower.
This is American do.
For those of you who don't know, I am leaving for Paris tonight. And will not be here next week or the week after. So, you guys are going to have a lot of fun without me.
Why? Who said that?
Who said that you're going to have a lot of fun without me?
Yeah, who said that?
It's just, of course you're going to have fun without me. You guys are going to end up burning the studio down. I'm going to fly back, check to see if everything's okay, then fly back. I'm going to end up accumulating those frequent flyer miles. You're listening to
places for you to go.
You're listening to Beyond the Game on the Voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC. I am Jake Valk. Sitting across from me, Dominick Arbolino, Eric Fischetti, and the True Hockey Maven. To hell with that other guy. Can't say that enough. Eleanor Ciampi. Number to call if you have something on your mind is 516-572-7440. So the Oilers signed Connor McDavid to an 8-year extension worth, hang on to your hats, $100 million. Where did this checkbook come from for the Oilers? I mean, if anyone's worth a $100 million contract, it's McDavid, right, Eleanor?
I actually have a big problem with this contract.
Uh-oh.
And it's not.
Why,
It's not.
Not to the Penguins?
No. It's not that he doesn't deserve it, because he does. He's one of the best players in the NHL.
It's that they're going to run into Blackhawk territory.
Yes.
Yeah.
My problem is you are spending a fifth of your salary cap on one player. And I get that player is Connor McDavid, but I have a problem with it. Leon Draisaitl wants $9 million a year. If they give that to him, in 5 years, those two players take up 25% of that salary cap space. The Oilers are going to be in trouble. That's why I have a problem with that.
You're making the assumption that the cap is going to stay the same, though. The cap might rise.
It might rise. But if it doesn't, they're going to run into problems.
Then they're up a certain type of creek without a paddle. I mean, I can't kill this. I totally understand your point with the Oilers are in cap hell, because they are. But it works for the Blackhawks. They always remain competitive, and they always recycle their roster. And at the end of the day, he had to get his money.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's going to be one of the best players in the NHL if he's not already. This
guy's the new face of the NHL.
Yeah.
I mean, Crosby's on his way out. Oh, that feels good to say. And McDavid's on his way in terms of being the new face of the NHL.
I also think
ugly face of the NHL then.
I think this contract puts a lot of pressure on Connor McDavid, because they're doing this so they could win cups, and they're not a bad Oilers team, but they're not awesome.
No, they're not.
I mean, that's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure.
They're on the way up, though. The Oilers are going to be good
100%.
for a while.
But
I mean,
signing a contract like that, you want 2 cups, you want 3 cups.
And I think the Oilers will get it, at least one. I'm going to have a hard time predicting at least 2 or 3, but I think it's fair to say Connor McDavid will win at least one Stanley Cup with the Oilers.
Definitely.
I mean, that's fair to say. So the Canadians took Alex Galchenyuk off the trading block by signing him to a 3-year extension worth $14.7 million last year. He had 44 points in 61 games. Eleanor, what are your thoughts on the deal?
I think it's a good deal. I think it was necessary, because he did want to go other places. He's one of my favorite players in the NHL. I think it's a great deal.
I do, too. I actually really like this, but you know what? This stung for the Islanders.
I was just about to say that. I wanted the Islanders to trade for him.
I know. And, you know, I'm glad Galchenyuk got this, because I like what Montreal is doing. They've got a good core with him and Drouin, assuming they can play together. I mean, how's that going to work? Drouin and Galchenyuk. Yeah. They've got Shea Weber. And Carey Price, too. Can't forget about him.
And Pacioretty, too.
And Max Pacioretty.
Brendan Gallagher's still there.
Mm-hmm.
Brendan Gallagher. They might bring back Andrei Markov.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be... The Canadians are going to be a fun team next year. They're going to be a really fun team.
It seems like they're always relevant, too.
They are always relevant. Hey, they played the playoffs tough. They really did.
They did.
I mean, they were fun teams to watch. So, we got about 2 minutes left. It's time for the bottom of the ninth. Dominic, we'll start with you.
All right, so, well, one, I don't know if you guys really know this, but I kind of was a fan a little bit of the Celtics growing up. Not crazy, but
here we go.
I still like to see what they do, and I still follow them a little bit. So I want to make a point to Gordon Hayward. Obviously, that was a great move, and especially now this morning they shipped out Avery Bradley, and they got Marcus Morrison. So I think they're definitely heading in the right way in terms of the cap situation, in terms of being able to get Hayward and get that other scoring option in there with Isaiah Thomas. So.
And they still have all those picks.
Yeah, exactly. So,
you're welcome, Boston fans.
So I think that's something to look forward to.
They love Brooklyn.
Also, Austin Severian-Jenkins dropped 30 pounds, so look out for him.
What's the secret? I need it.
Sorry, I had to put a little Jets in there,
Quite all right.
I used to be a Celtics fan, too, but then I realized, hey, I like David Lee and Allen Houston. Let's go to the Knicks. Worst mistake of my life. Okay, so actually going to hockey, Jaromir Jagr is still on, the board for free agency, and I was thinking to myself, wouldn't it be cool to go back where it all started, back to Pittsburgh?
I want that to happen so bad.
I'm glad you do, because
go to the Islanders and play for the team you haven't played for yet.
One team he hasn't played for.
I thought Jagr was going to be that guy that would play for every single NHL team and then retire. But, of course, he would never play for the Islanders. So
that'd be awesome if he played for all 30 teams.
Even if, though, I feel like he's too slow. He's not a good fit.
He can still produce.
Yeah, he can. But.
Eleanor?
So we didn't get to it, but the Maple Leafs signed Zach Hyman to a 4-year extension. I have a fun fact about him. He writes children's books.
Does he really?
So, yeah.
Oh, that's very nice.
Are they any good?
I haven't read them. I just know that he writes them.
I just thought you were getting a recommendation or something.
What? Do you have any children to read it to?
Do I? No. Eleanor, I'm taking you in the back with me.
Oh, my God.
You know, it would help if you guys laughed. It would help if you guys laughed, so I don't sound like a jerk. So,
I live for this. This is amazing.
So before Eleanor kills me, I'm going to go to Paris tonight. Going to be gone next week and the week after. Had alluded to it earlier in the show, but I trust that you guys will do a fine job. And, yeah, no pressure at all. All right, Eric's going to die.
I am dying.
Looks like we are about out of time here on Beyond the Game. For Dominick Arbolino, Eric Fischetti, and Eleanor Ciampi, I am Jacob Valk saying bon voyage.